What is up, everybody? Chris the Dice Degen here. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all doing well. We are back with week 4 of the $1,000 to $1 million challenge. And weeks 1 through 3 went well. Let's hope week 4 goes well as well. We shall see. Hopefully the dice are cooperating. Hopefully the toss is looking good today. But been making good progress so far. As usual, if you guys like it, please do let me know. Also, if you have any comments, suggestions, whatever it may be, feel free to drop them down in the comment section, and I'll take a look and we'll see what it is. And if you think that I don't read them and I don't implement them, well, you're mistaken. All right. So, why did I say that? Well, you can see the rack here looks slightly different. Okay. 1, I colored up the chip so it looks a little bit better. All right. 2, Andy commented on my last video, letting me know about using the rack management, how it might look slightly better. I like the suggestion, so I'm going to use it going forward. All right. So what we have here is my total bankroll is $1,852. Okay. On the back right hand side. All right. This is the bankroll here. If we go to shit, basically. All right. So this is the quote unquote safe bankroll. That is our stop loss if we don't do well today, which is $1,389. Okay, so if you count it out, I put some purples in there, make it a little bit easier, but we will not touch this at all, right? So 1389 is back here, okay, which leaves us $463 over here. That is what we have to play with today. Our win goal is $370. So we're going to try to build the front rail up here with $370. If we can build that and we have a little bit of profit, we'll put it on this side. But basically, we have the $463 to play with today, looking for a win goal of $370. All right, so we won't be touching this. This is locked up. This is what we're playing with. If this all goes away, well, we'll live to fight another day. All right, so I'm going to get some dice picked. Okay, I'll take the pair of deuces. The other thing is, how am I going to play? All right, again, like I said, do want some interaction. May have some updates for you on that coming, okay? Put some potential for excitement there. All right, so stay tuned for that. But what are we going to do today? All right, well, we've been doing pass line, okay? Some box, odds, all that kind of stuff, right? Today, we're going to change it up a touch, all right? Because people like when I play bonus bets, so I'm going to play some bonus bets, and let's hope it doesn't cost me, all right? $15 on the line, nickel world, and we're going to go 555 on the ATS. I will mark it down on the table since you can see it as we go. My ATS does have the good payout, all right? My local has the good payout. My felt is based on where I play most, so I have the good payout on it. Let's hope we can hit something, and let's hope this session goes well. Again, if you have comments or suggestions or things that you want to see, feel free to let a degen know. All right, let a degen know. And here we go. And we got a 3-2-5 on the come out. All right, 3 and a deuce. That will be our point. Pull that into view for you folks. We'll mark this up. All right, world bet's going to fall. Pull the 5 down on the ATS there. And let's get our bet situated, shall we? All right, so what are we going to do, right? Really up to you how you want to play. I'm going to play a $30 6, $30 8, okay? And I'm going to take kind of double odds. I'm going to go 30 in the back. And we are set. So if you look at what we have out there, right, it is a total of 90, what we just put out there, right? 105, 120, 125 with the world bet, okay? Because I got to include that, even though it lost, still have to include that in the spread. So we have to recoup $125 basically. And shooter number 1 is off to a wreck. There's a PSO. That is not what we want to see. It's a bad toss by me too, but all right. So we're down in the hole, $125. That sucks. That certainly sucks. But it happens, right? It does happen. Okay, we're gonna go back out, right? Same spread that we've had. We're gonna go back out with it. All right, so we got our action set. Let us come out, look for a new point, and let's hope this shooter isn't so abysmal. We're going to start off with a 12 on the come out. All right, all the dots in all of the spots, right? So we are going to lose our pass line bet, which is fine, right? We're going to get paid $26 for the 12, right, for that world bet. And if you haven't seen it, I did just put a video out on it not too long ago of how I play the world. All right, so if you haven't seen it, goes to a $15 world now. This dollar I'll put back in the rack. I know I'm upside down here, but it doesn't really matter in my opinion. All right, here we go. And we got a 9-5-4. All right, center of the field. Okay. So, 9's going to be our point. All right, we're going to mark that up. Our world bet will fall. It's fine, right? And we're going to do the same exact thing we did last time. I'm going to go for same bets. The other thing that's going to help me with too is bankroll wise, right? It's another $125. And if you want to kind of question that or whatever it may be, we still lost the initial $5 on the world. The rest of it was just pressed. So we're still going to be spending $125 on this shooter, which is now $250 that we need to recoup back here. All right. I did pull the 9 down. Here we go. Ace deuce. That would have been nice on the last roll. Does nothing for us. Right. It is a number off the marker if you're keeping track of said ATS, but doesn't help me at all. And we got a 6-3 center field 9. All right, 6 and a 3. Okay, so that will be a frontline winner on the 9. We're going to turn that off, right? We're going to get paid 15 flat, and we're going to get paid 45 in the back or 50 and take the cap. Okay, so this will go back here. I know I'm going to keep it right there. I know I need to replace 250 in the back. So I'm going to use this front part right now as money that I'm trying to recoup. We know we need 250 back here. Okay. All right. World bet is back out since we're coming out again, looking for a new point. Let's get us a new point, shall we? And we got a hard 4, 2-2. Hard 4. All right. World bet's going to fall. That'll be our point. All right. I'm going to go a quarter behind the 4. And we are set up, situated, and ready to go. And we got a 6-2, easy 8, 6 and the deuce. Okay, 6 and a 2. Pull that down. That's going to get us paid $35. All right, this puts you in a sort of interesting spot. Do you want to press? Do you want to collect? What do you want to do? What I'm going to do is I'm going to collect this on this hit. because again, we were upside down from the first shooter. So try to recoup a little bit. I will press though. I don't try to recoup it all, or I don't try to just collect to get back to even. I still will press, but we'll keep it as a same bet for right now. And we got a yo 6-5. Doesn't help us in theory. Does pull down another number, and y'all know what is missing. And there's a hard 4, 2-2, hard 4. All right, which is going to be a frontline winner on the 4, which is lovely, right? Would be nice to have a hardway bet out there, but don't have it. Not mad about it either. Okay, so we'll put this in the rack, right? Take this back to the rack. I will get my world bet back. Now, leaves an interesting question for the folks at home. And see, this is why I want some interactivity. Like if I do this live, right, I'll literally ask you, do we change the set to go for that, or we just keep rocking with what we're doing? Now, I know there's going to be some people who tell me I should change the set. I know there's going to be people who tell me I should rock with what I'm doing. Let me tell you what I think, okay? Up there, ATS, bonus is exactly what it is. It's a bonus. Don't change what you're doing just to hit the bonus bet, all right? If it comes, it comes. If you are good enough that you can do it, this is the only time I would suggest to try it. I'm not going to try it, though, all right? Not on the come out. I'm not trying it. I'm just going to keep rocking. And we got a 4-1-5. All right, that's our point. Mark this down. We'll mark up the 5. World bet's going to fall. Getting cloudy over here. All right, I'm going to go again 30 behind, right? For this shooter, right, we needed to recoup 125 for this shooter. Here's the 125 that we needed for this shooter. Obviously, we're still down based on the first shooter. If I pulled everything down, I actually would be recouped from the first shooter. Not going to do that, obviously, but I'm just going to keep rocking. All right. And obviously, we still have to recoup from the second shooter, right? Our spread out there. Like I said, if I pulled everything down, I would be right around even in the rack. But to me, we're on a roll and we're going to keep it going. There's a 4-2-6. Okay, 4 and a 2. All right. Yes, folks, you see what is needed. That's all I'm going to say about it. All right. Again, it's a bonus. It's going to pay us 35, right? Again, do you want to press? You want to collect? What do you want to do? I'm just going to collect this one. Okay. Next one, I may look to do something different. All right. First hit though on that number, so we're just going to collect it. There's a 6-3-9, not on it. At this point, really, I should be on it, right? I should be across or inside or something. That is probably my next intent once I get another hit, if I get another hit. There's another 12. Not helping me out. Okay. There's a part of me that wants to place a world bet right now, but I'm not going to do it. There's a 5-1-6. All right, so that's going to pay me, right? Going to pay me 35. Now, you're left with choices. What do you want to do? What I might do is I might actually take this way, right? Get paid this way, and I'm going to grab $15 9, and let's go with a $15 4. Take 5 back to the rack. Typically, I like to just buy my 4 right off the bat. I have hit a couple, but we're just going to do that for now. We got another 4-2-6. 4 and a 2. Okay. Hot on that 6. Now, that's going to pay me 35, right? People are saying you should have just pressed the 6. You're right, I should have. We're going to go to 60 on the 6. Okay, take a nickel back to the rack. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I'm not going to touch anything because you can't see it because it's off camera, but I am going to just angle the camera down ever so slightly into that corner there. You see what I see? You see what I see. That's a pair of aces. All right, now I got to fix the camera because I moved it. Get this resituated here. Don't normally do that, but I know they're in the corner there, so I wanted to make sure it could be seen so people don't, oh, he's flipping the dice. That is aces, which also means that's the small. That is the small. Screen is all green, which is lovely. All right, that's going to pay us 175. There's 125, 175, and down. Okay. Now we got some money. Okay. Remember, we had to put 250 back in the rack here. Okay. Here's 100, 200. Oop, that's too many. Here's 100, 200, 250. Back in the rack, we are square back here. Okay. Now we are playing with profit. And let's take a look at what we have. We have 75. There's 100, 125, 126, plus what is out there. Okay. Reminder, we need 370. I'm not going to change my bets, but we are now in profit. Our back rack is situated, so we're good to go. We are good to go. Back to back on the aces. I said last time I wanted to place a horn bet, but I didn't do it. There's back to back on the aces. I know some casinos will allow you to replace the small. Any casino, not my local, just any casino near me, you can't replace it. Once it hits, you have to reset it. So we're just gonna keep rocking. Oh, all right. All right. We gotta move the camera again. Gotta move the camera again. You see what I see, right? That's a hard 10. That is what we call the Old Bay bushel. And what's the Old Bay bushel give us, ladies and gents? What a freaking day. What a time to play the damn ATS. What a time to play the ATS. And why is that not lighting the whole screen up green? Am I stupid? Did I not hit an 11 on this roll? I definitely did somewhere. I must have forgot to mark it down. I definitely did hit it. Now I'm going to have to go back and watch the video, but I'm fairly confident that I did hit it and I just didn't mark it on the thing. I'm going to mark it here now on the tracker. I will fix it later. But I am fairly confident that I did hit it. And if I didn't, I will own up to the goof and redo it. All right. But I am fairly confident that I re-hit it. So if I'm incorrect, somebody can let me know. But I'm fairly confident I hit it. So I'm just gonna roll with it. And let's get our bets paid, right? We got to pay out 175 for the tall, right? And then we're getting 875 for the all. Beautiful when you can hit it, right? It's real nice. Again, I will make sure that I actually did it. If I somehow am goofing and didn't hit it, what I will do is I will just basically stop the video. Well, I won't stop the video. I'll put out an adjustment to the video, basically. All right. So obviously we are more than good in the bankroll, right? Our win goal was 370, which is here's 370, which was our win goal, right? So right now we're ahead decently. Okay. What am I gonna do? Well, these bets are coming down. All right, we're gonna go basically 160 across. I will pay the vig up front, since that is technically what I have to do on the East Coast. I'll grab some more whites so I can pay it properly. I don't want to take money out of the back row. There's that. I'll put this in here. Okay. There's my vig. Could reset the ATS. I'm not going to. We're just going to keep rocking. But we are chinchilling right now. What a day. First shooter, PSO. Second shooter. Give me a full shebang on the ATS. There's a 314. Let me get that entered. 3-1. Again, hopefully I'm not completely off my rocker. I'll have to go back and watch to make sure that I'm not. That's going to pay me 50. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to press it to 50. Drop, $2 for the vig. I'm going to take a quarter back to the rack. Normally we just go full press, but we're creeping on a decent roll here, so let's just keep rocking. Keep rocking. AC deuce does nothing for me. Okay. We don't care. Now, I'm going to say, I don't love that the ATS hit gave me a massive payday today. But I'm certainly going to take it, right? I'm not going to complain. The whole point of this, as I'm talking, whatever. The whole point of this, there's a 437, by the way, because I'm talking mid shot, but it's fine. Obviously the goal is to grow this like sensibly and whatnot. But I'm not going to complain. I have gotten a few things like I should do it, and I do intend on doing it later in the challenge, especially when I'm playing like with other folks when they do come on to shoot for me and whatnot. But listen, I'm not going to complain. I'll take it. Were we going to be close without the hits? That's very debatable. But we did have a good roll there. I don't know. I think it was a 20 roller or so. Again, I will go back and check. But just as a reminder, okay, we got to take a look at our bankroll here, right? So this was the safe bankroll, right? There's 1,350. $1,389 is back there, right? This side of the bankroll was supposed to have $463. So there's 450, 63. Okay, so that was our original starting bankroll combined there. Again, I'm going to clean this all up to make it look better anyway. Here's our profit for today. All right, this was our goal, $370. Obviously, we eclipsed that by quite a margin. Quite a margin. All right, I dropped my purple chip, so I just picked it up. So 500, 6. Can you still see that? Yeah, you can. All right, cool. Just making sure. Don't want anyone to think that I'm over here doctoring up anything. All right, there's another 100. All right, so our win today was $1,162. $1,162, which is a pretty solid win goal, obviously, right? Well, win, not win goal. We will certainly take it. Which puts our bankroll now. I got to do some math real quick. 1162 plus 1852 Puts our current bankroll at $3,014. All right. So week 4, obviously a banger. Again, didn't start off great with the PSO, but then have a good second roll. Full ATS hit. We love to see it. We made $1,162. I'm not going to complain. If you want to complain in the comments, by all means, go for it. I won't object. But we got it done today. Week 4 is in the books. I'll see you soon for week 5. Stay tuned for any updates in terms of the interactivity part of it. I love you all. Don't forget, you all have a little Degen in you. And I will see you all very, very soon. Peace.